everybody and welcome to another Magical Moon video, and the magic and the madness continues here on the farm, does it not?
It does, as always. We have two new arrivals, one in the form of a rescue, Dorothy May, and the other, the birth of a very special little baby donkey.
Yes, he has finally arrived, and he arrived right in the middle of all of the chaos that was going on the farm, but my goodness me, it's been a week to remember. We're going to do this video in sections, it's going to be chapters, and we're going to talk you through the story because there's been a lot of filming and a lot of sort of catching the moments over the past week. So the first part you're going to see is Dorothy May finally arriving home.
Don't go anywhere. The first thing was to get the van and the trailer together and prepare ourselves for the journey. And there's always that anticipation, the unknown. So I got all my head collars ready, an array of sizes, put them in the van and set off on my way. And Jenny stayed here and looked after the farm. And it is that journey into the unknown, which you can never ever, you just don't know what to expect. And I arrived at the holding facility to be greeted by the most regal, beautiful horse I've ever seen. She's such a phenomenal animal. She's a purebred Percheron, and from the photo I had, I was thinking, you know, maybe a normal size head collar would do. Thomas's head collar just about fitted her head. She is truly larger than life, and what a gentle, beautiful soul. She just wandered onto that trailer, and the next person she saw was Jenny.
Yes, and I'm going to try and hold it together for this because it's been really, really emotional, as you can imagine. Yeah, when Nick opened the horse box, it's the emotions that hit you are just beyond words, really. To see such a level of neglect of such a fantastic animal. any animal, but when they're standing in front of you like that, it is really hard to sort of comprehend or put into words. And as he gently got her off and she sort of felt the floor and she stood and looked around, you know, the first thing that became very, very evident was she needed a bath immediately. Just the smell and the flies and the damage to her legs needed treating like straight away. So the next images you're going to see are her having a lovely bath and getting to know what it's going to be like living here at the Moon Farm.
We'll see you in the next bit.
Is smiling so bright. Everyone snuggled so tight. The day is done, and soon you'll see the sun. But tonight, the moon is smiling so bright. You're safe in your bed. Let go of your thoughts and just rest your head. You've had a big day, and in the morning you'll start again. But tonight, the moon is smiling so bright. May you sleep soft and sweet. May you sleep so peacefully. May you dream of all your favorite things. Your favorite things.
So there you go. She's so beautifully clean, and my goodness, you can tell what an absolutely fantastic bred horse she is. Just her coat's like silk, and her mane is like, it's just like silver. What a wonderful, wonderful specimen underneath all of that dirt and mud, and goodness knows what was on her.
It's always such a privilege to be able to give these animals, to give that horse like her the chance she truly deserves, and it's only made possible through the patrons initially rallying together to make that first point of contact possible, but then of course subsequently in a very short space of time for the wider community through all the different platforms, with Melissa doing her fundraiser, the GoFundMe, and the other channels. We've been overwhelmed with the support and the outpouring of love, but she truly deserves it. She is a very special horse, and as these episodes unfold, or these chapters in this video unfold, you're going to see exactly that.
Yep, so underneath, obviously, as we said, she's beautifully clean now, but there are lots of issues. She has terrible legs. She has CPL, which is the same as Thomas has. It's a lymphatic, I can't say
Disorder, yeah.
Excuse me, lymphatic disorder, which needs treating. She has swellings in places that she shouldn't have swellings. Her heart rate, the vet came, and it was double the rate it should be because she was fighting off infections. So normally in a situation when you take on a rescue horse as severely malnourished as her with as many injuries, you do your best to sort of get them maybe a bit stronger and settled, and so the initial shock of just moving out of that situation, they have a bit of time to settle down. But unfortunately for her, it really was saving her life. So the vet came, she was treated straight away with all of the different medicines that she needed to help get her on her way. So for the last week, which is why we've been absent, we have been, really fighting for her. It's been...
Yeah, we wanted to get to a brighter point so we could do the compilation with a happy ending. It is very tentative in those early days. They tend to let themselves down, and you might have seen it with some of our other rescues. Those first, even few hours, but into the first couple of days when they realise they're okay. They've been for so long fighting just to survive that when they come here, of course, it's lovely to see them come out of their shells and improve in all ways, but it is a worry because they do tend to just let go. But she's done really well, and you're going to see the next bit now. I think it's onto her feet.
Yeah, it is indeed. So she had a very damaged foot. She has terribly overgrown feet, but one foot was causing an awful lot of problem, and it was constantly bleeding. So Greg and Thomas, the farriers, came out as a team along with our wonderful vet, and yeah, they worked together as the most... it was amazing, wasn't it? It really was, to see them all there working and making her better. And that is all because of you guys and all of your donations that we were able to do this so quickly and give her everything she deserves. And yeah, so you're going to see that now. They are magicians, true magicians at work, doing what they've done. So
enjoy the next bit. So as you've seen, the wizard and his apprentice have been fabricating a piece of plywood and making it into the shape of her foot. They did a little outline and then they've made a little channel for a tube which is going to go and help to put product straight into her feet. So it's going to be a case of the wood goes on, but in the middle it's going to be sandwiched with a cotton wool base, and then the tube is going to provide the product just to keep everything as clean and as clinical as possible. The first job was to make sure that there was no infection and that the wound, which we think is an old puncture wound, it could be an abscess, no one really knows, but it needs to be cauterized. We're not going to show you that, we're just going to get on with the next stage, which is fitting the shoe, and then there's going to be a protective bandage which turns into like a carbon fibre tight bandage round to hold everything in place. Absolutely phenomenal, cutting edge stuff, and couldn't do it without obviously everyone involved. And just we were saying, I was looking at Jenny and we had a little tear in our eye and saying to be able to give her this chance, it's so unique and it's because of you guys. See you in the next bit. We're in the present day and we're expecting Morgan for another visit to give her some more medication and obviously catch up with the new arrival. And just to see Thomas, the farrier, and Greg work their wonders alongside with Morgan and everyone that's been involved, again, it's just so humbling. Now it's time to go and see that new arrival. And on that note, I'm going to say, stay magical and we'll see you next time.